think just being a leader, you know, you need to kind of have a vision to know where you want to go with the group you're leading or the organization you're leading or whatever. So I think that's a key thing, and I think the ability to communicate that vision is important. The ability to get people around you on board with that vision. I've always kind of been one in leadership to try to surround myself with the best people that I possibly can, and help them sort of, or lay out for them the vision, and actually get input onto that vision, but sort of get everybody on board with heading toward that goal, and then getting out of their way and not interfering too much with their role in sort of getting the vision. You know, you kind of check in once in a while to be sure that people aren't getting too far, you know, off the course, but to allow people the freedom to help the organization sort of move toward that vision. It's the opportunity to work with young people, to teach, to learn from them, whether it's medical students or even undergraduate students, you know, medical students, medical residents, and really help them develop in their own careers and their own leadership styles. And, you know, I think through my role in the residency in La Crosse and then previously in South Dakota before I came to Wisconsin, you know, I've probably had close to 250, 260 residents that I've worked with, and it's just been, it's so rewarding to see the paths that they have taken and how many of them have become leaders in their respective hospitals, their clinics, their communities. Some have gone even on to other things in politics outside of medicine, and just to watch them grow and be part of that is just, it's something that everybody should experience, but not too many of us are lucky enough to be able to do that. I think everybody we meet is a mentor in some way. We can learn something from pretty much everybody, I think. But a couple of people stick out. One was actually when I was in medical school, the chair of the Department of Family Medicine, and in a course that we had as I think it was our sophomore year, was in family medicine, and I darn near flunked the course. In fact, I should have flunked the course. But I think he was, I don't know if he saw some potential or just felt bad for me or whatever, but he passed me. Lauren Amundsen was his name. He died about a year ago, but certainly a powerful mentor for me. Bob Avan, who was the guy at the first chair of family medicine at Mayo Clinic, was certainly a mentor of mine when he kind of recruited me to the role that I had. I think younger people can be, and I actually think of two people that I dealt with in my residency, two residents who would probably be surprised to hear me say that I look at them as mentors, but one was Dave Olson. Dave was a prominent member of the Academy through his career, and he was a third-year resident when I came to my new position, and the program that I became part of was in shambles. It was really about that close to closing. And Dave was very instrumental in mentoring me and what I needed to know in this new role, and who I needed to listen to and who I didn't need to listen to. And he was just a very mature individual. And Dave was very influential as a leader, as a resident in the residency, by convincing his fellow residents that things are going to get better here. We've got a leader now. You know, things are going to get better. And I think if Dave wouldn't have had that role, I'm not sure that things would have turned out, the way they did. And we made him chief resident in the program. The program didn't utilize the position of chief resident when I came there, but we made Dave the first chief resident, and he really, in many ways, I say, was a mentor. And the other one again was another who was a first-year resident when I joined there, and who's well known in the Academy, is Andrea Gavin. Andrea, I'm sure, would be surprised that I think of her as a mentor, but I do. I think of her as a mentor because she taught me a lot. There weren't many women in medicine when Andrea came to our program, and she really helped me advance the program, I think, in many ways. So I've always kind of had a lot of respect for Andrea and kind of the role she played in my life as a new program director at that point in time. So I think we're all leaders in many different ways, and sometimes we're sort of have a leadership title, and then there are sort of like untitled leaders who within an organization people look up to, people trust, people respect. And so I think we all have to be cognizant of the roles we play in institutions and in other people's lives, and try to role model good behavior, professionalism, decorum, whatever you want to call it. And because I think, again, for a title leader, how we interact with people, how we carry ourselves, how we interact within the institution kind of sets the tone for the people around you. Life leads us in mysterious ways sometimes, and maybe a lot of people have a direction in their life they want to go, and they get there through a straight path. But I think for most of us that's not how it works. And so you always have to be flexible, you have to be open, you have to listen to people, and you have to hear people. I mean, I think listening and actually hearing what they're saying are two different things. So yeah, I would say it's just kind of keep your eyes and ears open, and look for opportunities, and be ready to accept challenges, and be open to changing and remodeling.